Hello, everyone. How are we doing today?
Pretty good.
While we're waiting for everyone else to join, we just want to welcome everyone who has come in so far. We're admitting people that are coming in as we speak. This afternoon, Dr. Dr. Yon Bautista will be guiding us through some data science work. Whatever he decides to do, we'll be happy, right? Maybe. And so, are you ready, Yon? Are you still
Yeah, I'm
getting
here.
ready?
Yes, I'm here. And yeah, I will start now. You want me to start now?
Yeah. I will just manage people coming in, and you can go ahead and get started.
Okay, hello everyone. My name is John Jairo Parra Bautista, and I will start sharing some slides before going into the hands-on workshop. Let's see. Okay, can you see my slides?
Yes, we can see.
All right. Oh my God, you see the first slide, my picture? I'm sorry.
Yes, we can see.
Okay. Okay, so hello everyone. My name is Jairo Parra Bautista, an assistant professor in the Computer Information Science Department. And here I have my first how I started working in this field. In 2018, I got done with my dissertation about sentiment analysis of consumer complaints and examination of lexicon-based and deep learning approaches. And at that time, the only large language models, novel large language model was Word2Vec. Um, since then, it had been, increased boost of technology, and so it's large language models, over 100 large language models today, which is significant and also is important in the field where I am. And then it also came to the attention of how important it is for me to keep learning. Today, I will show you something a little bit about Jupyter Notebooks based on the questionnaire you answered previously. And the questionnaire was what's your current level of experience with Jupyter Notebooks? And most of you are beginners, which is okay. And what type of data analysis you are more interested in? Most of you are interested in machine learning, but also the equivalence of data cleaning, preprocessing, and data visualization. So that's good because the Jupyter Notebook today will be more preparing the data and looking some basic statistics. So which domains are interesting you the most? So most of you here are for the health and medicine field domain. So that's why I choose a data set related to that area. So what's the primary goal for this workshop? Most of you want to learn how to use Jupyter Notebook effectively and some recommendation of data sets. We have any data set related to health, leisure, and fitness, including sport management, Okay, some how to find data sets, locations. Okay, and some RNA sequence data, I guess, sequential. Perfect. So, see. Okay. So, what is programming plus AI a superpower? Let me see. Okay. So, programming will let you unleash the true power of current AI tools. So, today, learning programming language is not an issue in terms of you getting the result or outcomes you want from your data if you apply some code, uh, for your data analysis or machine learning model. Uh, but I will show you, how we can use AI for you guys to get more motivated to learn more about the coding if you want, or you just use the tool as a way to get to the results you want to see from your data. So why Python? Because it's very popular language today in related with data science, AI, machine learning, and it's a lot of support the community. What that means is a lot of people who write code and share what they do, open access to everyone who wants to use the code for their own data. And then a lot of chatbots are already integrated into the this platform or ecosystem to run Python programming language. So which make it more easy also to debug your code or understand better what you're doing with your code. Python is everywhere, from self-driving cars, chatbots, smart agriculture. So a lot of industry um, has focused use Python as primary language for developing, for analyzing and interpreting results, like Uber, Instagram engineering, Spotify, and so on, so on. So that's why Python is very popular to use right now. So I'm going to introduce you to Google Collaboratory, which is the IDE or ecosystem for Python. In this case, Google Colab is Google Collaboratory. And why this session? Because we're going to introduce this Jupyter, Colab and Jupyter. This is going to help in facilitating your coding experience while minimizing the amount of setup effort needed to run standard AI and machine learning based projects using Python. So we are focused in Python. It is because it's one of the main languages focused on machine learning applications. So difference between Jupyter and Colab is that Jupyter is the open source project on which Colab is based. So Colab allows you to use and share Jupyter notebooks with others without having to download, install, or run anything. So runtime, okay, Google Colab, okay. Okay, we're gonna see how we can install that, how we gonna run the code, then how we can work with between different accessibility in the Google Colab platform. So the runtime accelerators is like a ways we can use the resources are already there, like CPUs, GPUs, and TPUs. As you get more familiar later, so this is our, the oil or the engine for this uh, programming language to run effectively uh, using memory storage and other computer capabilities. So in terms of the data set, we have a lot of repositories where you can find data. One is UCI Machine Learning Repository, Kaggle, Google Dataset Search, Visual Data, TensorFlow Catalog. I can share in the chat later or the links for all these repositories. But today I want to focus in one, and I share right now with you. Oh, shit. And this is the NAIR, or National Artificial Intelligence Research Resource. Let me see. I'm gonna stop sharing here. See. And I'm gonna put in the chat the link. So yeah, let me show you the NAIR platform and how you can access data actually for the NAIR platform. So can you see my screen? Yeah,
Yes.
you put heads up. Okay, thank you.
No problem.
Yeah, so this is the NAIR platform. So here is, you seek the current opportunity, you're gonna find open data models and more. You click there, you can find here data related to NIH or as Research Workbench, which is, I guess, more related to the data you're looking for. But also they have NIH medical images, COVID cohort collaborative. And what they doing here is they try to put so many data that is open source available for researchers to use. And then maybe you find interesting here to use this data. So I have understood the Olo as Research Workbench is a resource who have different data from healthcare, um, what is called healthcare records, then also electronic records, I'm sorry, surveys, wearable data, and more. Okay, included demo notebooks for machine learning, and most of the demos in notebooks are in Python. Jupyter Notebooks was the tool we're gonna look at it today. Okay, let me get back to the slides. Okay, so for this session, we're gonna focus on medicine data from Kaggle. So these data are based on synthetic name of medicine generated using a combination of prefixes and suffixes commonly found in any drugstore that you've got here in this country. So the category is the therapeutic category class of medicine, antibiotics, analgesic, and others. We have the data dosage form, we have the strain, the manufacturer, all of these are the variables or features of our data. And then it's a target column of label that is a classification, either if the medicine is available over the counter, or you need a prescription to get to that one. Okay, let's get hands on. Any questions, Santino? So let me.
No, thank you.
Okay, so I'm gonna share here in the chat the link for the Jupyter book, and then you just have to access that. And then I will show you what's the best practice to start working in the Google Colab, and don't mess up with the other people can do in their own collab. So, okay. Here I paste the link in the chat. If you click to that link, okay, you're gonna see something like this. And when you open this link, I want you guys to make sure that you're gonna save a copy. You go to File and then save copy in Drive. Or if you don't have Drive, maybe they can generate copy in your computer. I don't know. I'm not sure yet. Because you can now, after that, it's gonna create another tab that you can start working in the copy, because then you don't interfere with what other people are doing. I create my own copy. That's I'm gonna go to the lecture here, because then I don't interfere with you guys accessing the link. So you have any trouble accessing the link? Oh, it's okay for you.
No, it's fine.
It's fine. Okay, thank you.
Yes. So when we copy in Drive, it's Google Drive, right?
Yes, you go
Saving
to
a copy in
File,
the Google Drive? Okay.
say copy and Drive. Most of you have Drive, I guess, Google Drive. Yes, and then it's gonna generate a file. It say copy, and you wanna work in the copy, not in the master one, but in the copy. Okay, so this is Google Colab. This is shareable, collaboratory programming Python language that you can work on it based on the resources they have in their clouds. If I go here to runtime, I can change the runtime type. I can see that a Google Collaboratory can give me access to hardware accelerator. And if you see here the interrogator, you might know, you will get more familiar of what is a hardware accelerator. But in few words, it's like computer power for you to run code and they analyze data here. So and here CPU, TPU, and they have others that is for the pay version, but you don't need to pay. With the free version, we can do a lot if our data is not too big, okay? All right, so because most of you are beginning in Jupyter Notebooks, I will show you how to go through the data set. And looking in the data, right? We see what we have something in the chat. Oh, okay.
Never mind. That's for new people arriving so they can catch up.
Okay. So the lab will here the lab will provide practice utilization of basic Pandas command to explore various data sets, including the FAMUS iris data set. However, this ways I change the data set to be suitable more on your interests. So here we have, if you click in the three dots here, you're gonna see like a table of contents. However, here the lab structure are distributed in part 1 to part 7. There are other optional notebooks working parts here, but we're gonna explore and be focused today on how to read a data set into Google Colab and how to explore basic commands with Google Colab. So the data we're gonna use is called, oh, I had to connect it here. I will show you the data in a little bit. If you run the first cell of code, when you go here, you're gonna notice it's like a chunk of code with a black background. I don't know when you open the Google Colab, gonna show the same colors of background I have here. But here, the first chunk of code is actually importing the libraries we're gonna need for this data, and also for manipulating the data with some basic commands. So Skyler is a very important library for machine learning, and Pandas is for data manipulation. So part 1 is reading the data set. So I will share the data. Okay.
What did you say Panda was?
Here, Pandas is a library for data manipulation.
Okay.
Yeah. So the data is called medicine data set, but I had to share with you the data. Let me see if I can share it in the chat. Can I share a CSV file in the chat room? Anybody you know? Or I might send it to the email, to all your emails right now. Okay, let me send the data to, I should send it, before, to all your emails. Mm. Mm. See what is it? Okay, give me 1 second. I trying to find all the, okay, let me see. Okay, see. Okay, so are you exploring the Jupyter notebook? Meanwhile, you can ask me any questions you have around about that. Well, I find it here. Okay, I will send now. So, are you there, Maurice?
Yes, I am.
Okay, I will send you the data set to your email, and maybe you can help me to share with the whole group.
Okay,
'Cause
no problem.
I don't find the email of, I try to find it. Okay.
No problem.
Yeah, let me send you the data. Okay, Mauricio, we share the data set with you all. And meanwhile, I will keep going here. So reading the data set in Jupyter Notebooks will be one of the main objectives today, and also how to manipulate basic commands on the data. So you notice here, I have some PD command, which is coming from pandas. And I call this a medicine data. You can give any name you want. I just call it that way. And then I have some little command here called pd.read underscore CSV. And then between the parentheses, I have the path to my data. So what I mean the path to my data? So after you got the data in your emails, you can here go to the folder, and then you're gonna find here something to upload your data in Google Colab. So here, the first icon on the left, when you press there, you can actually choose your data and bring it here. So if you notice, I bring the data here called medicine underscore dataset, and the extension is CSV file. And you notice here we have 3 dots. When clicking the 3 dots, we're gonna copy the path and then put the path here between the parentheses and between the quotation mark. and my path is actually content medicine data set. So if I run this cell, you notice it's gonna be a green check mark here. What that means is my data was read by the code here. So now I can print some information about my data, and I got that with the print command. And then between the parentheses, the name of my data called medicine data, and that head in the parentheses. So after that, okay, let me see. Okay, after that, I can see that my data here um, are structured in columns and rows. If you notice is the data is already, as you say, organized already, structured in the way maybe we want it. So we have variable in the columns, and we have an observation for each of the rows. So that means our data is tidy. And then we have the last column called classification, which actually the target or label column, which is a class of two, or could be categorical data of two options like over the counter and prescriptions. Okay, now here is where we're gonna start show you in part 2 how you can use AI. For most of you don't maybe never use never have contact with Python programming before. It is something very new to you. You actually can generate code. You can ask AI to generate the code for you based on what's the requirement you want for your data. For example, if you want to see, what is this data about? You already read the data, right, in Google Colab. You notice here he says something in the chunk below to problem 2.1. Together, let's see what this command that head tell us about this data frame. So the here below, you can click with something called generate with AI, and actually gonna come a chat box. You can actually type your requirement, right? I'm gonna put what is this data about, and then when I click enter, it's gonna provide me, okay, with say a prompt. Okay, let me just close this one. No, that's not the, okay, let me just delete that one. I'm gonna put a echo again. Okay, and that's not supposed the question we had to say. So if we already have there how we're gonna explore the data with this command. So you can generate it with AI. You can actually ask the question of create a code with that. And here, below is gonna create, actually is bringing again all the libraries. You can leave it there, but you already have it, when we start at the beginning here. Here, actually, we had to give the instruction actually of what kind of things we're gonna use. In this case, this code or this keyword is gonna tell us about this data frame. So, and then it generates the code below, and then when you run this, you actually is gonna get the same thing of the columns and rows of use, the first 5 rows of the data. Okay, if we go to problem 2.2, together let's determine how many instances are in the data set. Well, now I'm gonna Okay, good idea. I gonna put again, okay, the code. So when you click in each, where is the test data?
Yeah,
You,
you have a hand up.
huh?
You have a hand up.
What is that?
You have a question.
I have a question.
Okay.
So how did you get the generate where you put the question in? I can't find that.
Okay, some of you maybe don't have it haven't give the permissions of the Google or the notebook to have the AI. So
Oh, okay.
you have here Gemini on the right.
Let me check. No, I don't have that.
Okay, so okay, when you
Oh,
go,
actually, I do. I do. There is Gemini. Yes.
so I think you had to give permissions or to access to Gemini first. So click there,
Yeah.
and then it show you the prompt.
It shows me the collab privacy notice, things to know, etc.
It show you something like that, no?
No, not something like that. It's a collab privacy notice. Maybe I
Mm,
should just continue and yeah, now I got the prompt. Yes.
yeah, because you had to accept all the privacy.
Okay. Okay.
eh,
So now I should do the
And now when you, okay, you can close this one. I'm sorry.
mhm.
And then when you go here to problem 2.1, um, um, you have a chunk below, okay? You don't have chunk below this question. You can put the cursor there and you go here, we say plus code,
Okay.
and it's gonna create a chunk below.
Yes, I see. Start
And,
coding or generate with AI. Thank you. Awesome.
and then you click generate AI.
Yes, I
Okay,
can.
you
Yes.
got chat.
Awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, okay, let's go to point two. Let's determine how many instances are in the data set. What's the data set called now? Would you, the AI already understand that your data is called medicine data. So, and now you can start generating question more regarding the data. If you don't know how to, because you don't know how to create, how to put the code there, so it's gonna generate here. So, and you can put the same question, how many instances are in, and what's the name of the data? Medicine data underscore data. And then enter. And then here is going to generate some code called print len medicine data. You run this chunk here. You're going to get how many instances are there? 50,000? Okay. Problem 2.3, together let's determine the name of the third column. So again, you generate with AI and then you can ask the question, what is the name of the third column of my data? Let me see if they identify already what data I'm working on it. Yes, so I don't have to mention here that my data is called medicine underscore data because the AI already identified that's the data you're working on in Jupyter Notebook. So then generate the code for you. And then sometimes it already bring the same code you already have at the beginning, but because basically what you were asking for was from line 11 to 14, but it's okay. You want to clean out this part, you can clean out. Otherwise, just leave it down. I want to clear out because I have that before. So the column name, the third column name in my data is called dosage form. Any question until now? Have you tried?
Yes, this is good. It's working.
Okay, perfect. So now we have spent the next few minutes exploring the different commands and then da da da. So define what the data type of the target column is. Um, Okay, yes, so any question about the data? You were able to upload your data here. So there are many ways to upload the data in Jupyter Notebook. This is in case your data is located in your local computer, but you can get data from another repositories accessing, website links. There are different ways to access the data, not necessarily being download in your local computer. Okay, 2.4 is determine what the data type of the target column is. You know which the target column?
The classification?
Yeah, the classification.
Yes.
So because that's what's actually we label if this medicine is gonna be over the counter or is a prescription. Okay, I can generate with the AI data type of classification column. I gonna try target if the AI already know what's the target of my in my data. Just to know, just to see if they no. So I make a mistake because okay, clear select. Because they doesn't know that my target column is called classification. Classification. So I'm gonna put data type of classification column and then enter. And then if I run the code below, it say it's an object. So object in Python could be a data type of categorical data or string data, which is test data. Could be also test data with some numeric symbols of numerical. But Python call that any of that is called object. Problem 2.5, what is the size of the data frame? I'm gonna generate with AI. What is the size of my data? In this case, I know what is your data. And again, you don't need all of this. You can leave it there, but I can just remove it. So the size is composed of 50,000 rows or observations and 7 columns or variable names or futures in machine learning called futures as well. Now we have 2.6. How many columns are in the data frame? So again, generate with AI. So how many in my data? How many columns? Even if I made a mistake here typing columns, they already identify what I'm asking about. But they say the columns are 7 columns here.
Mm.
And then 2.7, what is the dimension of this data frame? Is this number always the same? So what is dimension compared with the size of the data set? So we did that before. See. No, that was how many instances. Okay, dimension. So I'm doing this generating code just to show you how to do it with you. Then enter. Then I'm gonna run the code below. So my dimension is 50,000 rows and 7 columns. Oh, okay. What are the most common and unique values? In part three, together we're gonna determine the average strength. What that mean for the colon strength? What's the average? What's the mean, right? Value of the average. Again, so you can the average strength colon, and it say that the average. Oh, we have an error. Yes. What's the error here? Maybe it's some syntax error. Oh, what's the error here? So a strength actually are two data types in one. So when we talk about is this data tidy data set, I mean, is this data in the right format for Python code to work on it? No, really, right? Because in a string, we have numbers and we have MG, which is letters, right? So when you do the arithmetic operation, finding the mean, the doesn't understand the combination of two data types in this case. So we had to clean that column and keep it only numbers. Is that right? For the string. You can come here because you start realizing issues in your data. Come back to where you read your data set, and then create another plus code below. Now you can generate with AI, and then you can say, change the data in the column as string, then enter. So we see change all values in a string column. We see we can run this, we see what's going on here. So, okay. Okay. So we don't have to, we're gonna delete this part of the code. And we don't have to, we had to be more specific what we want to do for this column here. I'm gonna close here. Okay, I'm gonna again click here and then gonna plus code. And then what I really want to is what? Delete the ng value in the string column. You notice sometimes the AI recognize what I'm doing, what I'm trying to ask, and then you just click tab, and then I guess you can do it. But in this case, let me see. No, this is no AI account functioning. Let me just here. Maybe it's not that intelligent. Don't select Python. Okay, I say delete ng. This is what we have to delete for a string. A string is the main column. And here we have the code medicine data, and we slice the column string, then equal medicine data string that as type str. So we actually replacing the string ng to be 0, to be nothing there. And then we see how we get here. What's going on here? New string value. Okay, we have to reframe again the question. But this is important. This is the good thing of getting AI when you are not familiar with the code. I don't say, okay, Other way, you can also use AI here is with Gemini. You see the bots here. You can click Gemini, and it's a chatbot here. So this chatbot actually gonna provide the code with questions that are more specific what you're looking for. And what you're looking for here is how to remove.
Is it possible for you to ask it to split the values in column 4?
Okay. The
Yeah,
what?
I think it's best to say split the values in column 4.
Oh, you got it?
Well, I'm just guessing for the prompt. Yeah, if
okay.
you just
What you
type
want-
in for the generate AI, just go to generate AI. Okay, now split the values in column 4.
Wait. Mm,
Add an additional, yeah. Split the value. Okay, first of all, here's what I would do. I would say add a column after column 4.
Four. Uh-huh.
Okay, then the second string I would say, yeah. Then the second thing I would say is split the values. Oops, did it do it?
Okay, new column, I guess. Let me see.
Okay. So now the second question you would say is split the values in column 4 to reflect the number in column 4 and then the unit in column 5. See if that will work.
Okay. That's in that case, I would suggest to use Gemini, the chatbots, because this can be more specific to like long questions around your data. With-
I have something. So can it happen that we are working on the same data set? I put in delete mg from the strength column and it gave me the answer. So it worked, but you are writing pretty much the same thing, but it did not work. Why is that?
Oh, you want
Like
to check?
I can copy you the string that I did and it came out with the
Perfect. Okay, let me see. Let me see.
and this was the final result. I don't know if it is right or wrong, but
Oh, you put something else.
yeah, that was the answer of the code.
Oh, but you put that.
Yeah, so when I did the delete mg, it created the code. I ran the code and it gave me the average strength after removing mg.
After you got this code here, I got,
Yeah,
and then you find
when I
out.
ran the code, it actually worked. Yeah, see, this is what I don't understand. Like you're doing the same thing. Why is it?
Okay, wait, because the
No.
capital letter. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
There you go.
That, but it didn't work to me. I thought it was wrong. But
Well,
thank you. That's good that you are
no problem.
following up. Yeah. So okay, we have the string now with the values. And then we can find what we was going down. Oh, the average, right? And that was this one here. Oh, did you get an error for finding this average?
No.
Oh, okay, let me see, because generate a different column, right?
Yeah, I got the type error when we had the mg, but once I said delete mg, then it just gave the answer.
Okay. Generate a new column as well. Okay, you got error here. You can see here something called explain error. You can click there and it's gonna come here in the Gemini and it's gonna tell me what's the error about. The error is about the string to the numeric, right? The string column. So it seems like we can actually fix that with the suggested code here. Okay, you see? Do you got that 497? Delete it here.
Yes, that's what I got.
Yeah, 497. That's the average for
9347, yes.
yes. Perfect. Yes, so remember we got an error. You can say explain error and then it gonna actually give you some recommendation of what code to replace. So for example, I'm in this code and I say I make a mistake here. For example, I forgot to put the P, I'm gonna delete it. I run the code and I got an error, right? You click here, explain error, it's gonna come up the Gemini chatbots. What you can do is if you are located here in the chunk of code, and here actually give me the suggestion which is already with the P with I delete. So I can click here on the right side. You see what they have two, not two square here. Go to the right side, the most right side, click there, and it's gonna bring the code right below. So you
Awesome.
don't have to type it, right? You have to type it's gonna bring it to your Google Colab and then you can run that one. Okay, this is the right one. Then you just go to the one below and just delete that one. Here is the trash can. And then it's gonna come out the right one. So this is pretty neat for the debugging your code. Okay, problem 3.2 is let's determine which dosage form from value appear 9 times in the data set. And then, do you got the prompt for this one? Any of you? I guess I can put the same in here. Uh-oh. Let me see. Empty. What's going on? What is in the dosage form? Oh, okay. Can you count that? So nothing appears 9 times
Yeah,
because it's empty. The empty
empty.
2 times, no. It seems like it's no duplication in that column. That means
Oh,
it's a unique value. So 3.3, let's determine what the different manufacturing include in the data set are. Okay. Mhm. It's gonna use unique manufacturer, it's gonna use the unique keyword. And then, oh, what is the column name? It's not drug name, it's what's the column of the manufacturer? Manufacturer. It's gonna copy. It generated the code with the it's right here with the ground
oh.
on the
Mm.
column. I delete that one. I put it's called manufacturer.
Mm.
Okay, here are all the unique. Roche
Okay.
Holden, AC, Johnson Johnson, tarara, Eli Lilly, tarara. So they are unique names.
Mhm.
All right. I'm
Okay.
really sorry. I gotta stop us. Our hour is almost up. I think what we're going to do is we're going to continue this next week because we're about halfway through. So it may make sense for us to continue next week, especially since I think a lot of this we want to kind of try this hands-on. And so we will try and get the video out to you guys as soon as possible. And so that way you can go right back to the beginning and then go through the process again. When I send out the video, I will send out the CSV file, the data file as well. And so everyone will have access to it. Where is what I'm looking for? We have a poll. You should see a poll pop up on your screen right about now. Again, we're just trying to get an idea of the attendance of who's attending and how we can better serve you. So please take a minute to fill out that poll. I was wondering while we're waiting, Yon, one question we got in particular was how to run to do this on your home computer as opposed to run it in Google Colab. I suggested downloading Anaconda
Oh,
as a free it's a free open source code where you can run Jupyter notebooks. But I
yeah.
was wondering if you have anything else you might want to suggest.
Yeah, you can download Anaconda and then you can run your Jupyter Notebook in as a local host. The thing is that you have to install a lot of libraries that are not already predefined, like in Google Colab, they already predefined a lot of libraries. So that's why it's more easier to use in Google Colab.
And also we can help you get onto the NRP, especially if, for example, you need a lot of horsepower, maybe GPUs, a lot of GPUs. The issue with running the GPUs on the Google Colab is you're limited to the number of hours you have. I can't remember how many hours, but you will quickly run out of hours. But with the NRP,
Yeah,
you
if you
know,
have, yeah, if you have a lot of data, like you say, oh, my data is so big, so I need some computational resources, you can reach to us and we can show you how to do in the NRP. In my case, you can access the same Jupyter notebooks, but in the NRP resources, we give you some storage, some GP, some that you can run your code with more resources than GitHub can give you. GitHub, no, Google Colab. Say, could GitHub also work? Yeah, GitHub's actually have Visual Studio. It's another way you can work in the code. And I use Jupyter Notebook because I'm more familiar with that.
Can I ask a question about the tools when you downloaded the tools like scikit-learn, NumPy, and all that?
Yeah,
Where did you get that? I didn't see that. Where did you actually import your tools?
yeah,
want to share your screen and so you can share again.
yeah, and here.
While you're doing that, please fill out the poll. While he's answering that,
Okay.
please fill out the poll.
So here I say pip installs scikit-learn.
Okay, got
Yeah.
it.
And then scikit-learn import dataset. So
Okay, hold on.
mhm,
pip install sci.
scik-
Okay, as PD, okay. But what about, okay, what about NumPy? Where was that added?
Oh, NumPy is mostly for because we haven't done yet any data computation, right? NumPy is more for computing like matrices, something like that with the data. I
How do
have
you, yeah, is there a list of tools and how to install them?
Yeah, you can import NumPy as an NP. You see here.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
But
but
is there like a list of the tools somewhere in here? In libraries?
oh, okay. Mm,
I missed that part.
Yeah,
So that is something that we can work on you. Maybe you can add that later on, because the thing is that it's highly selective. It's based off on what you need, because you know the idea is don't load everything, just load what you need. That's part
Right.
of so maybe we can make a list of you know, for example, if you want to run a not a rainforest, a random forest, you know what you might need to load to get it to run it. Because you know, maybe then we can send you some copies of notebooks, shows you the ones that you need.
yeah. Here in the Jupyter notebook, you know, at the beginning, that was the first chunk of code. The idea is you put all your libraries that you need for your analysis there, and then you have it all in
Okay.
one place. You see? Yeah.
Hi,
Yeah,
I wanted to ask if you have a tutorial that you recommend. So,
Yeah. Yes, I can, you know, follow an email with some tutorials and some more about the libraries that the
right.
Masho, yeah, Masho was asking. Yeah, I can send something. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I think because the thing is, basically, it's just you import your data and then you have AI generate your code. So you don't need to know the code, but we do need to know the libraries and the function of each library. So that it
Yes.
can answer our questions through AI, right?
Yeah, yes, you need to get familiar with the libraries, and some basic Python programming commands, you know, and then you can from that start working on more advanced data analysis.
Okay, folks, it has happened again, just like that. An hour has gone by. Blink your eyes, and it's happened once again. We want to thank everyone for coming. We will follow up by sending out an email blast with the video from the meeting as well as the data set. And then feel free to respond to any questions or any help. We will send out the video as well as soon as we have it. And so that way you can watch the video maybe Monday or Tuesday next week, so that when we continue, you know, we'll be ready to go.
Thank you, Dr. Jean.
Right, thank you all. Thank you.
Thank you so much. That was
Thank you.
fantastic.
Thank you.
Thank you. Take care.